Right off the top, I want to say, I love Canada. I love Canada. Discussions of the United States today relates to something that Canadians care very much about, and that is the environment. I've come to Canada to tell you something that you might find shocking, but yet I hope that you also find it encouraging. In spite of the disagreements over global warming that the United States has with so many other countries, and also the upcoming G8 summit, I believe that the United States is about to go from environmental problem to environmental problem solving. In fact, I believe that the United States is the world's best hope for solving the global warming crisis. Now, I know you're going to say, I think that Schwarzenegger has inhaled too many greenhouse gases down there in La La Land. No, that's not what it is at all. Let me just explain how I came to that conclusion. When I first ran for governor, I had all kinds of environmental protesters around me. They were protesting because they didn't like the idea that I was flying private planes, and they didn't like the idea that I had a Hummer. As a matter of fact, I had 5. Isn't that exciting? 5 Hummers. But they didn't like that. They thought that, if I become governor, it would be terrible for the environment, and they thought it would be disastrous for the state of California and all of those kind of things. But the fact of the matter is that now, 3.5 years later, think about it, 3.5 years later, magazines put me on the covers as the environmental champion and call me the green giant. So this is how odd things are. Let me explain to you exactly what happened. Well, I don't want to go into all the details, of course, of what we have accomplished in California and all the initiatives that we have accomplished, but I do want to talk about 2 very important things, 2 things that have gotten us actually the most attention. One is we passed a low fuel standard, which means we passed a law to cut greenhouse gases by 25% by the year 2020 and an additional 80% by the year 2050. And 2, I ordered a 10% cut in carbon content of transportation fuels by the year 2020, which means that we're going to use 20% less of fossil fuel by the year 2020. Now, of course, that got good reactions and also some bad ones. For instance, there's a billboard in Michigan right now that is accusing me of costing the car industry $85 billion because of our new emission standards. The billboard says, Arnold to Michigan, drop dead. But the fact is, what I am saying is, Arnold to Michigan, get off your butt. In fact, California may be doing more to save U.S. automakers than anyone else because we are pushing them to make the changes necessary so that they can sell their car in our Golden State. And if they are not willing to make the changes, we know someone will. Canada will, China will, Korea will, Japan will, Germany will, they all will.